your guitar pass the silk stocking test? Now, first of all, we need a guitar, but then we need a silk stocking. It's not actually made out of silk. Ooh. Try it on the other side. My nails don't pass the silk stocking test. I think that passes. Next up, Faith Venus High Gloss. Let's see whether this works. Ah, yes. Good, good, good. There we go. Next up is a James Nelligan Lismore parlour guitar. I really love this guitar. It's a beautiful thing and it's a great value for money. Let's see how it gets on with the silk stocking. Yeah. Oh, gold. Yeah, it's yeah, I really pulled a thread there. It's yeah. It's not so great with silk stockings. Of course, I suspected that would fail. Come and have a look at the end of the frets and you'll see why. The ends of the frets are very square and quite sharp, and it's this edge which is catching stockings and fingers. If you slide your finger up the neck, it's probably not going to draw blood, but it has a scratchy feel to it, and that's something I really don't like. So what I want to do is round off the ends here, and for that I have purchased a rather nice tool. It's a Crimson Guitars fret end dressing file, and as always with their products, it comes nicely presented. And it has the nice feature of having a square end there so that you can file vertically without cutting into the fretboard. Hopefully, we'll try it out. And it has a slightly rounded edge there which allows you to just come over a little bit, although it's mostly this action that I'm interested in rather than that action, because I think there is a certain rounding to the profile of the fret. It's just the bevel at the end just needs to be taken round a bit, but we'll do the whole, we'll go through the full range of motions with this. Now, to save restringing this, I'm hoping I can just slacken the strings off, and using cable ties I'm just going to tie the strings behind the back of the neck, and for speed and also for accuracy I think I'm not going to put masking tape. For previous fret jobs I've put masking tape on, but there I was trying to protect the middle of the fretboard. Here with the ends I need the file to get down low, so I'm not going to use masking tape because I think the masking tape will stop our ability to get right at the fret ends. So let's see how we get on. That's probably enough. I'll give them all 12 turns, 12 half turns. Square end first, and I'm going to keep the file vertical, and just a couple of strokes. In fact, I think 2 strokes is all it needs. Oops, gave it 3. Gave it 1 more that side. I think I did touch the fretboard a little bit there. Well, I don't know. I could see a mark on the binding, but I can't feel anything there, so I think that's done its job. And I don't know that it needs to go over, but I'm now going to just round over with this side and just twist a little bit. And I think that's all it needs. just to take that very end off, and I can feel that that's done already. Obviously I'm going to be further dressing this with sandpaper, but actually, do I really need to? It has actually achieved the aim of taking the sharp edge off. I'm just going to get it a bit more symmetrical. That's it. Oops, took a slight nick out with the fretboard there. You've got to keep it upright. Should have tied my hair back. I'm not so bothered about the frets up here actually, because my hand doesn't tend to come round up here. The way you fret, you can't get at the side here with your hands, so that I don't have to worry too much about the body of the guitar. I may leave this section, I think. Piece of 240 grit. I'm just give it a very quick polish. Well, not polish with 240. And of course we are taking some of the wood of the binding of the fretboard, but that's okay, because we're going to go down through the grits. And 400 grit. Medium crimson fret rubber. I ought to give the frets a complete polish actually, but that was a bit beyond the scope of what I was going to do today. I think for a complete polish I'd want to mask off the fretboard, because it could get a bit messy. Fine fret rubber. You can really tell the difference actually. There's very little abrasive here. And a superfine crimson fret rubber. And finally some crimson fretboard cleaner. I say finally, I'm going to put some fretboard restorative on as well. It smells lovely. I don't know what's in it, but I think it's good. And finally, some crimson fretboard restorative. Make sure you cut the cable tie and not the strings. Incidentally, by counting the number of turns you slacken them by, you get it in the rough ballpark. Well, yeah. And it just saves a bit of time tuning it up. Does it pass the silk stocking test? I think it does. Yep. Very happy with that. Thank you for watching. I hope you found this useful. If you did, then click like, subscribe, share the video around, do all the usual things, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.